It seems like the lineups are getting more crowded every day with new surfers. So who can you expect to run into the next time you paddle out at your local spot? In this episode, I'm going to do my best to describe the different types of surfers you'll meet while out in the water. I'm Brad Jacobson, and I run around chasing waves, the people who ride them, and tell stories about these adventures. Now, we all know that surfers are a diverse crowd. You've got core surfers, hipsters, GROMs, weekend warriors, and so many more. Let me know in the comments if you fall into one of these categories. So I'm going to describe some of the more fun characteristics of surfers. I'm going to kick this thing off with someone I see at almost every break I go to film. Alright, so this is going to be the old school soul surfer. These surfers usually ride a board, I don't know, about 7 foot and longer. If they do ride a board under 7 foot, well, it's going to probably be waterlogged and sun bleached. So it's very rare to see them wear a full suit no matter what the temperature is. Rarely will this surfer simply show up to the beach and paddle out. They're going to spend some time first looking for friends in the lot and share stories about the new vinyl record they just bought, or the locally roasted coffee beans they just found at the local farmer's market. So this is going to be the most soulful surfer in the lineup. When they get enough motivation to actually paddle out, they ride waves like they're part of the water and have this graceful flow to them. I really enjoy watching them surf. It's almost mesmerizing. Now, these surfers are going to get bonus points between each other for looking as relaxed as possible. The best soul surfers make it look so easy, as if anyone can do it, when in reality it takes a lot of balance, foot placement, and wave knowledge to pull this off. Number 2 on my list is the Go Big surfer. This surfer is going to be the exact opposite of that old school soul surfer. The word relax is just not in their vocabulary. Their goal is to search for and hit every rampy section out there as hard or high as they can. They're super easy to spot out in the lineup because they're usually flying through the air with or without their board. They actually like a good onshore wind and a wild closeout section. More ramps equals more fun. Since conditions, well, they don't really matter to them, you can find them in the water daily. Well, unless they're nursing an injury from one of those crazy airs. My number 3 surfer is the short clip creator. Now, this characteristic is fairly new to the surf world. This surfer is super creative and can basically throw together some viral edits directly from their phones and have them uploaded to social media before their wetsuits dry. Yeah, some of you are going to cringe while watching these, but they're growing day by day, and some creators are making really good money producing these. I gotta admit it, some of these are really good.
Ready to go, dude. Let's surf.
Yo, your suit's on back.
Shaka to you too. Yeah.
Need a board?
100%.
Only locals, bro.
Yellow matches my bikini, dude. See you on the barrel.
What the?
Every day I'm out here, I'm amped. It's like some people work at an office, but like my desk is like the coral reef.
And some of them are just wow. And the 4th surfer on my list is the GROM that surfs better than you. Nothing, trust me, nothing will humble you more than having to paddle out after thinking you just ripped a wave to see this 10-year-old absolutely destroying a wave. This GROM is too young to fully understand wave priority, but is also young enough to just not care. The GROM is probably homeschooled and spends more time in the water in one day than you do in a whole week. They're also crazy stoked to surf any conditions. They just want to be in the water. When not in the water, these GROMs are on YouTube watching the top pros and taking notes. Just imagine what these guys are going to be doing in like 10, 20 years. Mind-blowing. Number 5 on my list is the Silver Surfer. This is your 40-year and older surfer. They love telling you how much better that local spot was back in the day and how they used to score it perfect with only a few guys out. They've traded in their lifted Tacoma for a sensible SUV and swapped out those surf stickers for family stick figure stickers. They used to be part of that Dawn Patrol crowd, but now they paddle out during the gentleman's hour. You know, the 8 a.m. to 9 a.m.-ish kind of paddle out. They rip old school style, pulling off lip smacks Chris Brown wraparounds, and floaters. They'll occasionally try new school tricks, but not with much luck. And while you'd think that the Silver Surfer would kind of shy away on those big days, you'd be wrong. These guys are out there absolutely charging. Number 6 is the Weekender. This surfer holds down a solid job, which prevents them from surfing weekdays, but their love for the sport has them in the water every weekend, no matter the conditions or the weather. They'll also take at least one exotic surf trip every year, which gives them something to talk about back at work with their coworkers. You'll also see these guys checking their watches a lot out in the water because it is the weekend and they need to spend time with their family as well. Number 7 is the no sticker core surfer. This surfer absolutely rips, and for a multitude of reasons doesn't surf competitions or seek sponsorships. They are an absolute standout in any lineup. I'm not sure why, but these are some of the nicest, most well-liked surfers in the lineup. They'll probably give you a set wave and then hoot for you when you go. This surfer will land a big maneuver one day and then turn around and charge some huge waves the next, all on a stickerless board they paid for with their own money. Number 8 is the big wave only surfer. There's a large number of surfers who, will charge big waves and small waves. But then there's this small group that's just nowhere to be found until the waves are big enough to make the ground shake. I think it's an adrenaline thing. Surfing means something different to them. Surfing really big waves takes a certain focus and concentration that isn't necessarily needed on smaller days. You're not out on these big days to go make friends in the lineup. You're out there to push yourself, go really fast, and survive. That is surfing to this small collection of surfers. Number 9 is the one spot surfer. This surfer will generally only surf one spot, usually close to their house. Some of these surfers live their lives by routines and don't like to sway away from them, while others consider themselves locals. They don't like other people surfing their spot, so out of respect, they're not going to go surf other people's spots. This surfer probably parks in the same spot and walks the same strip of sand into the water every time. And number 10 is that guy who films surfing and then talks about it in his YouTube videos. This guy surfed for years before a bulging disc in his neck forced him out of the water and onto the sand. Yep, that guy is me. Hey, thanks for watching. I know there's a ton of other surfer characteristics out there, and I can make another one of these lists if you guys show that you really like this one. So let me know in the comments if you want to see more, or also let me know in the comments maybe there's a characteristic that I didn't put on this one that you want to see me put in. Let me know. Hey, I'm Brad Jacobson, and I'll see you on the sand.